Okay. Chairman Bishop, I'm honored to be here to share with you my opinions based on 30 years of experience within the traditional architecture world. The NMF creates self-sustaining destination landmarks of national historical and aesthetic relevance with a strong focus on interactive technology in order to teach younger Americans in their language. We make history cool. We are among the few private organizations that design, build, own, operate, and maintain civic assets. We are headquartered in the Millennium Gate Georgia History Museum, a 100-foot-tall triumphal arch. This $21 million ensemble is set in a 4-acre lakeside park in Midtown Atlanta, surrounded by allegorical sculpture and equipped with a high-tech interactive theater. You may have 6 Millennium Gates for the cost of 1 Gary Memorial on similar-size sites. I was asked by the National Civic Arts Society to judge the alternative competition for the Eisenhower Memorial. I declined their invitation, indicating that I thought it my patriotic duty to enter the competition instead, and did so with Michael Frank. Having studied Mr. Gary's design, it was my conclusion that he has a distinctive unease with greatness, is afraid to leave something out, and succumbs to narrative literalism. As Williams College professor Lewis says, great monuments are simple, lucid, and say only one thing: we honor, we endure, we celebrate, we grieve. I would like to disclose that I am an emeritus board member of the Institute of Classical Architecture and Art, a co-sponsor of the alternative competition. Michael Frank and I were among the winners. As a result of this issue, should there be another competition, I will not enter it. In a city that is overflowing with greenscapes and parks, this site provides one of the most important urban circumstances to provide Washington her principal successful civic square, as called for by the McMillan Plan. A theater for the automobile, which is how Mr. Gary describes his design, will continue the exodus of inhabitants as soon as they are allowed to leave their workplaces. A design must conform with the 1791 L'Enfant and 1901 McMillan Plans, the fundamental zoning codes for the city and the monumental core. No subsequent zoning plan put forth by NPS, NCPC, or any other agency has ever replaced them. The Gary Plan, having gone through the GSA Design Excellence Program, has attempted to compromise this rule. The Memorial Commission and Gary intend to redefine what it means to build a memorial, far exceeding the congressional mandate to build one to honor Eisenhower's accomplishments. To me, this new literalism is the most important part in this hearing. We have an accepted rule, and either we stick to it or we throw it out. If you go this new direction, we might as well tear down the Lincoln Memorial and put a log cabin there. Monuments should be built from materials that last for centuries. Mr. Gary does not typically spec this type of material. It is my understanding that the gigantic fence described as a tapestry is promoted by the Gary team as larger than the Hollywood sign. In urban environments, acid rain, bird droppings, and air quality will seriously disintegrate this feature and most likely cause security issues for pedestrians below. The only positive thing I can say about it is that most likely very few people would go there, and so there is less chance that a piece of Kansas would fall on someone's head. Trash collects in public spaces. The wind blows and visitors are careless. Gusts will blow standard city trash all over the 600-foot-long fence. We have to clean our Millennium Gate Park every day, and the cost to clean this simple place is expensive. The cost to clean the Gary enormous structure every day will be more expensive. Though Eisenhower belongs to all of us, he truly belongs to the Eisenhower family, and their opposition must be honored. Successive generations of this family have continued to serve our country, and we owe them respect as much for that service as we do for their heritage. I end with a paraphrase of the General's letter written in case Operation Overlord was unsuccessful. Our landings have failed. The troops, the air, and the Navy did all that bravery and devotion to duty could do. If any blame or fault attaches to the attempt, it is mine alone. This is the character of the man we are attempting to honor. We must get this right. The current design is magnificent anti-heroism. Please call for a new and open competition.